Good afternoon, everybody. It's Charlene. How are you? It is a nice sunny day here. What? Now, the other day we did have probably 20 minutes of really hard rain, which terrified the dogs because they had to go potty and went outside. No way. So let's get started on concealer. I usually use our concealer brush. So it's kind of a softer brush. Unlike when we talk about the differences, let me see, I think I have, and my brush is all sitting here. I need to wash my brushes. Okay, so the difference would be this is for our cream shadow, and so you can see it's a stiffer brush versus the concealer. All right, so we have, for oily skin, you can use our mineral concealer. This is fresh. This is the lightest color. I think one of the lighter colors. I think that was a dog hair. So this is fresh. Let me put a little more in there and see if you can actually see it. So it's kind of a pale and it goes on very translucent. Let me show you. I'm gonna put it on my brush, this, and then I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand. Picking up stuff outside and got a scratch on the back of my hand. So you can see it's very pale. This is where I put it, very pale. Okay. And then I tend to spill everything, so I gotta close the lid, right? Hey, Gwen. And then this is Fabulous. It's a bit darker. We have a few other colors as well. And this is good for oily skin. Let's see, I probably should wipe that brush off from the other color. Wanted to go live a little while ago, but the kids are getting out of school and dogs go crazy. Hey, Cedric. All right, so right behind the other one, I'll put Fabulous. Got a little much on there. I don't know if you can even see Fabulous. It's a little bit darker. So they're not heavily pigmented. I don't know if this light is right, where you can see the darker and the lighter. And the boo-boo from outside. From there, let me wipe my brush off again while I remember. We have, thank you, Gwen, I appreciate that. Then we have the Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. This is a velour, which has a yellow tint to it. I really don't want this light. I just think it messes my lighting up, but way too dark. This is velour. It's for a yellow undertone skin. And this is chiffon. Now for me, I feel like velour covers my dark circles a little better. I always look like this when I don't wear makeup. I always look like someone punched me. That's my natural look. Been that way for many, many years. But anyways, so I'll show you the difference between velour and chiffon. Now typically I wear chiffon because I have pink undertones. But usually the velour cancels it out. First, I'd already put on my primer. I never used primer before. Once I started using it, I was surprised how long my makeup lasts. I'm not using as much product. My hands are clean. So, I really shouldn't use that finger, but I always do. So I'm just gonna put a V shape of the velour. I'm just gonna let it set just a minute to bake, kind of warm up with my skin. On the other side, I will put on chiffon. Probably a little too much. Again, making that V shape. Because I'm a little more tan, I could probably get away with it, this color. for hiding my dark circles. And the reason I say that is when I don't use my self tanner, I'm really, really pasty, and when I use the velour, it really does cover my dark circles better. So now I take my brush. This side is probably baked on. I think I have a small mirror. And hopefully, just gonna start blending this in. You can use a concealer brush. You can use blending buds. You can use. I like using the this foundation brush. Actually, really like using that. Crazy business, but I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get under my eye really well. Still blending it out. Now, even though I use velour, the lighting is just driving me crazy. Even though I use velour on this, would use velour, any other places I need concealer, I use chiffon. I just use velour under my eye. And like I said, sometimes when I'm tanner, I don't have to use velour, I can use chiffon. It does kind of brighten that area up. So here's chiffon. Wipe this off a little bit. Really didn't use a lot, so my brush doesn't have a lot on there. Now you can apply it with a brush for, you know, as you let it set, do that V with it. I just like to use my finger. What do you think? Can you tell the difference? It's really hard for me to see. Velour, chiffon. I think the chiffon, when I'm tan, hides it a little bit better. If you can see the difference, you can still kind of see the dark right here, but not with the chiffon. Everybody has their own thing. I know other people state that you should not use the velour, you should use whatever you use for your whole face, should still be in your eye. Everybody has their own thing, right? All right, so I'm gonna, even though I'm not done the rest of my face, that's the wrong one. All right. So here's my chiffon pressed powder. I'm just gonna apply a little bit, just so you can see when it's covered, the difference. I mean, picking the right color, it can be, you know, it's not a science. It's, you know, one time I think one's the right color and one time I think another's the right color. It's just learning my skin tones, learning what my skin is like when it's tan, what my skin's like if it's really dry. I know. I still think I might like the chiffon a little better today. Come here. Come here. Come be on Facebook. This is my mom's puppy. This is Piper. Oh. She's mad because I'm not sitting down and she can be in my lap. Obviously, she doesn't want to be on Facebook either. Settle down. I know you're never up here, right? Say hi to everybody. Look over here. Say hi. I'm a baby and I'm crazy because I'm a baby. All right, down, wild woman. Where's your toys? Get your toys. All right, so sorry for the mild interruption. Piper, settle down. So again, I use velour on this side, chiffon on this side, and then I put just a little bit of foundation so you can see the difference. Didn't really apply that very well, did I? I can tell I didn't put some here. It's a little better. So there we go. I think chiffon today is the one that covers the best for me. And the velour really works best when I have not self-tanned and have a more pasty face, because I get pasty. So I hope you learned something new. If you need help choosing any colors, I would be happy to help you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.